It's late, and there was a deal on my desk today. Not my deal. But I was curious to see how others work, how others raise money. It was someone else's deal, a sponsor that I don't know, looking to raise money. 60 pages, good presentation, clean numbers, beautiful pitch deck. And I did what I always do. I went looking for one number. One. Not the return. Not the fees. I went looking for how much of their own money was in this thing. After looking throughout the whole pitch deck, I found it near the back, kind of hidden. And you know what? The answer did not surprise me at all. Not one bit. Almost nothing. A token. A rounding error. How disappointing. And the whole deck just kind of went quiet in my hands. It got me thinking, especially today, it got me thinking about symmetry. About who pays when something goes wrong. Almost 4,000 years ago, there was a king. His name was Hammurabi, very well known. And one of the oldest written laws that we have is his. One of the oldest written principles. And it says, if a builder builds a house and the house collapses and kills the man who lives in the house, that builder is put to death. I know it sounds brutal. It is brutal. But underneath that brutality is probably one of the cleanest ideas in all of finance. Probably one of the most honest. The man who builds should share the fate of the man who lives inside. Skin in the game, as Taleb would say. 4,000 years before he actually wrote a book on that phrase, skin in the game. So here's the thing I look for in every deal anyone brings me. And this is how I've built every deal I have ever shared with anyone else. Everybody says the word aligned. But alignment isn't just a word. It's a posture. It's a way of being. It's transcendental. When I read a deal, I'm always asking that one quiet question. What does this person lose if I lose? And if the answer is just their fee, but not their savings, if their worst case is a smaller bonus, but mine is a hole in my life, then that's not skin in the game. That's a costume of it. It's bull. The tell is always the downside. Not who wins together, but who actually bleeds together. And it goes one layer deeper than the size of the check. Because a big commitment could still be hollow if it isn't on the same terms as yours. If they can pull their money out on a Tuesday while yours is locked for 10 years, that's not symmetry at all. If the money they put in came from fees that you already paid them, that's not even their skin. That's your skin wearing their name on it. Real skin is the same lock, the same weight, the same bad Tuesday you both have to sit through. Same door in, same door out. Let me tell you where I sit in my own companies. Most funds started as a fund. Ours didn't. Ours started as our own money, our own family holding vehicle, our own capital in our own buildings. And we rolled that into what now some might call a fund, even though it's so much more than just that, and it's so much more than a fund. You know what? We're still the largest investors and partners in it, and we'll stay in it as long as I'm breathing, and even way long after. Every dollar of profit we ever earn, to carry, as we call it, stays in the vehicle. It doesn't leave. It compounds beside that of our partners. Every dollar we've put in, same thing. When we built the company, we could have cashed out the portfolio we already held, taken the win, started fresh, had our cake, and ate it too. And no one was looking, but we didn't. Because you don't get to sell a man a house that you would not live in. I don't believe in that. I believe in eating what you serve. You sleep in the house that you built. And if you're not willing to do that, that's scary. There's a second floor to this that most people in my seat they can't even stand on. I build affordable housing. I put my life into neighborhoods that the market or most people write off. Not because I read about them or because I want to be this great person or it's great marketing, but because I actually grew up in them. I came up in the exact kind of housing I now spend my days building. In the exact kind of neighborhood everyone else drives around looking at with disdain. I'm not some wealthy guy arriving to fix a place he's never lived in like some kind of hero. I'm from it. And that is also skin in the game that you cannot fake and cannot engineer. Not one bit. So the next time someone hands you a promise and calls it aligned, don't listen to the word. Don't listen to what he's saying. Find the numbers. Find the place where they bleed if you bleed. And if you can't find it, then whatever they're selling, sorry, it's not alignment. It's marketing. Ask it of everyone. Ask it of me. Not, is this a good story? It's a good project. But who pays if things go wrong? And is it you? That's the real question. It's late. It's been a big day. Somewhere past sleep, there's a day that'll ask me to put my own money where my mouth is, again and again. And that's the arrangement that I chose, that I accepted. And I choose it again, even when no one is looking, especially when no one's looking. Because in my mind, you do not get to build a house that you would not be willing to sleep in. Never. I'm Nikolai Rafe. Thanks for sitting with me in this introspection.